Hello everyone, this will be the review of Deadly Animal Duel, and the key for the game was provided by developer. I'm just checking if it's recording, probably yes. The music and sound were very annoying, so I switched them off, and aside from switching them on and off without sliders, we have no options. So you can only check resolution on the start. In the game you can only choose between two players, one player. Of course, I have no other player to play with, so I'm gonna play with one player. I played the game before, I tested it already. I'm gonna show it to you without sound, and then maybe once again with the sound. So one player. How many options do we have? I think it's 4. Yeah. Let's check this chicken. So generally, it's controlled by arrows and CV. It says WASD. I'm gonna check if actually you can use the arrows. Let's see. Yeah, you can. So I don't know why it's showing C and V. Maybe it's for the other player. No, it isn't. It isn't. I'm using CV and I'm using arrows. Even though it's showing WSAD. I don't know why it's so. No idea. Alright, so generally you're supposed to survive here as long as possible. You have two skills. You have the general attack, which in this case is a bomb, and the other is barbed wire, which I don't think it's hitting me, should be hitting them. Let's try to use it maybe. I'm not sure what's the little devil icon doing. Let's try to use properly the barbed wire. It's going to kill? No, but it's gonna wound some enemies. So the problem with the game is that I think that's it, because aside from going for higher score and playing either survival or time trial, that's it. Let's try the other one. If I take another character, see here it's showing CVWSAD, and then in the game it's showing something else, but basically it's two buttons. One for is for basic attack, and the other is for ability. It's always one attack, one ability. So this time we play survival. Once again, what is it showing? Nothing really. C is doing basic attacks, and this is the dash on V. So from what I've seen so far, the whole game takes place in this one area. Might be more, I don't know. I'm not good at those games, so I can't really beat it in any way. I'm not even sure if it's possible. Maybe it's just this one area. Yeah, I'm not sure what I did with the projectile. Generally, there's very few things to do here. Aside from just doing this and picking one of the 4 characters, there is nothing else the game offers. The graphics are, I would say, clear enough to show what's going on, but there's really not much to see here. Few enemies and our character. And as you can see, the whole gameplay doesn't take too long. It's like few minutes at best. Maybe someone could go on for longer, but definitely not me. And I am getting bored after a very short time. Let's see if this is... No, it's not showing even the leaderboards. What if we play with 2 players? There's more arenas. How many? There's 3 arenas. Okay. Well, I don't have another character. Or rather, I could, but I don't have another player. Let's see how it goes. So I'm using these and he's using those. Okay, so you could play with someone theoretically on the same computer somehow. The controls not very good, to be honest, because you would be very close to the other guy's hand if you use the keyboard to control. Maybe you can use other controls. I don't think so. So far I see only the keyboard controls. Mouse doesn't do anything. So yeah, that's it. That's the survival on the arena, and I'm hitting with the other guy now. So my attacks are here. I should switch the buttons to OP, which isn't OP by the way. Yeah, that's all I can do really. I kinda, I don't know. I don't like this game to be honest, but I'm trying very hard to find something positive about it. Well, I played a similar game very long time ago on Commodore, but it also had more mechanics. You had to basically kill the enemy, then destroy a balloon that spawned from it. There were also many different types of enemies. This was also on those areas, but after you beaten one arena, there was another one after it. It was like levels. You could even beat the game fully alone or with someone, and that was like 30 years ago. So I'm not sure what this game is trying to do, but I'm trying I'm trying to just find something positive, some redeeming factor for it, but I can't. You could do it with someone, but there are definitely better games you could co-op with someone, and the amount of content is very, very small. It does work for what it does. You even can actually. Oh, I won because what? Because I killed more enemies. Maybe. So you can compete against a friend on the same keyboard. What does it do? It's the same. So let's go out. At least it's responsive. Uh, I would rather do this, but I can even see my own points anywhere. I didn't play this guy, I guess. Or maybe I played once. Let's try. Right, so C-foul, right? So this is a bomb. What does it do? Hard to say, really. This is shooting. And now someone is very annoying on the of course when I'm trying to record. Let's try to kill the sounds. Okay, I went offline. Yeah, because I was resetting Steam to try to run the well, another game I got today, but it's now broken. It did work before, now it's broken. I already wrote on the forum about it. Yeah, the problem with this playlist and the whole review thing is that I'm really getting many bad games to the point of not being able to even record them completely. They are so broken. And this one works, but there's nothing really to talk about aside from showing you the gameplay, which is basically, yeah, using one skill or some other skill. Let's see how it works. What does it do? Is the bomb? Yeah, it's like a mine. So we can use mines or the gun. It actually looks like a quite good character. We can shoot. Actually, I'm still alive somehow. I don't know exactly how it works. What does it really do to me? It doesn't unlock anything. It gives me points which do nothing. They don't unlock anything. I don't level up. I don't get any upgrades. You can do basically a score run alone or with a friend, and that's it. Very simple game with a score run. Slightly competitive, but it doesn't have leaderboards. And it has 4 characters. Well, at least it's 4, not 1. And to me, those games would need to be really much better than this. Like Salt and Sanctuary, yeah. If I want to jump and run and kill enemies with a character, I want it to be complex. Game this simple would need to at least have many levels and some sort of progress system. Here it's just a points run. So that would be the gameplay, basically. Which, see, it gets me nowhere. Let's say I get more points. I have 525. Let's say I'll make it to 700 if I can. Let's see if it's worth it. So what will happen if we actually score more points? I have no idea. Let's try it. I already did score more points, which goes quite slowly. So now we are grinding, sort of. We are grinding points for no reason, aside from having more points. Which to me is quite pointless, pun intended. Yeah, why am I doing this? What am I getting? I'm not even collecting any gold, anything, just the points. And it's still the same map all the time, which is supposed to be the easiest, but well, actually if you play alone you have no choice. Maybe you get something for more score, but doesn't tell you. And I guess this is also a shield, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see. Well, maybe, yeah, because now I have to guess what it is. It doesn't tell me. It should be telling me somewhere. If it's for very small kids with very small attention span, it should be explaining stuff. It's not. I'm not sure what it does. It's just, yeah, it does the bubble. I can test it what the bubble does. I guess it's a shield, but it doesn't really explain. And I don't know, let's just die. We got 1,000 points. What did it do? Well, it did nothing. I can replay it or I can go back and it doesn't tell me anything. So yeah, guys, that's the game. Can I recommend it? No. Did I like it? No, I didn't. Does it work? Yes. So let's give it 2 points out of 10. The game is a very simplified score run, 2D jump and run, let's say arena survival with very small content. The most content is actually in 4 characters that we have to choose from. Aside from that, it's the same all the time. It has this weird co-op local using same keyboard. So if you wanna play with I don't know, with a small brother maybe, with girlfriend, hard to say. I would just recommend something else to play co-op, to have a normal experience. It's actually fun. We could play Dark Souls in co-op. It would be way better than this. Colors are maybe for kids. The characters themselves are okay, but it would need an actual game with like levels that you can go through and fight bosses and develop your character and get skills and upgrades and all of that. It has nothing. It has one arena, which is a stationary, basically screen, like a screenshot. One button mashing ability, second button mashing ability with a delay, and that's it. So the amount of content very small. At least you can switch off music and sound. At least you can play in a window, so that's nice. It doesn't even have languages. I would say 2 points out of 10. 1 point because it works. It doesn't crash. But it has very little to offer. So I don't recommend the game. If you're into those things, then you would probably get it anyway. But I find it hard to understand why would anyone play it. Maybe if you just want to go for a score in this particular environment, but it doesn't even have leaderboards, so even for that it's kind of pointless. Just for a few minutes of gameplay, then you get probably bored, and yes, you can do it with someone else, but there are better things to do. And very small amount of content, annoying sound, passable graphics. So that would be it about the game. You've seen it, I guess. I've showed you everything, and I will see you guys in the next review.